what? I just want to say before we get started, if you are here watching the replay, thank you so much for stopping in the Scaredy Cat crew and joining us, even if it is on the replay. I'm going to be talking about custom thumbnails today because YouTube has set limitations on custom thumbnails. And there's consequences behind them too, as well as thumbnail strikes. We're also going to have some garden chit chat as usual. It's fall, we're loving this garden time, so we need to talk about that as well. And for my Scaredy Cat crew, I'll be talking about our up and coming private Zoom meeting. And if you want to be in on that, as well as exclusive videos, content, and more, join the Scaredy Cat crew. Okay, all right, thank you for coming in, Broke Farmer and Janice. I know you guys can't stay, but thanks for stopping by, letting me know, and I hope you enjoy the replay when you come back to see it. Hello, Best Jet, how are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming, Garden State Gardener. Hi, how are you? Hey, Tia. Hello, 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 and how are you? Welcome in at home with Cherie. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. Hope everyone is having a blessed day today. Hey, Gigi, how are you? Thank you for coming welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. So glad you are here. So glad you are here. Yes. Hey, Farmer Q is in the house. How are you, Farmer Q? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So glad you all are here today. Yes. Hey, Joy, how are you? Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for coming in. Yes, it has been an absolutely gorgeous day, Gigi. I mean, just fabulous. And I was out all day yesterday and it was beautiful, quite chilly when we left out. But as the day went on, it got up to about 80. So it's still getting up into the 80s here. But during the morning hours, woo, quite chilly. But you know what? My fall garden is loving it. It is loving it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. So I hope everybody's having a good day where you are and hope the weather is one. The one thing I love about this fall gardening is the watering. We don't have to water so much. Hey, Stinky Puddle. Hello, hello. Great to see you too. All right, lurking and cooking dinner. What are you cooking? What are you cooking? Now, you know you can't come in here and tell me you cooking without telling me what you cooking. Come on now, girl. Yes, tell me what you cooking and then you can lurk. Long as you let me know what you're cooking. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Oh my goodness. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Lurk, have you play? All right, she got me on the TV. I'm on the TV, y'all. Don't you feel like when you watching yourself or your videos on TV, you like, I'm on TV now, y'all. I know that's crazy, but that's the way I look at it. Hey, Viola, welcome in, Taisha. Hey, New Orleans Gardener, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. So glad to see every last single one of you. Hey, Bree, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. So good to see you too. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Hope everybody is having a beautiful day. Yes, thank you all for coming in. I'm going to give it a few minutes before I go start into my topic of these custom thumbnails. Yes, your taco chef. Okay, just make sure you send me one. There you go. I love tacos. All right, Lisa. Yes, I will have these bad boys done before you. All right, then. There you go. There you go. Good job, Lisa. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. She talks with trees. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So glad to see you here. Yes, I love seeing our family. Isn't it amazing? I love seeing all of you all. Thank you all so much for coming in. It's amazing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And welcome in. You all could be anywhere in the world, but you're here right now, and I appreciate each and every one of you all. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Awesome, awesome, awesome. First of all, I have quite a few. Hey, love notes. Welcome in, welcome in. I have quite a few of my channel members in here, so I want to just go over the fact that next Wednesday at 9 p.m., we will be having our private Zoom meeting. That'll be the first one, and we will probably have them every month. I have quite a bit to go over with and discuss with you all and get your opinion on some things as well. It may be a Zoom meeting, it may be a Google meeting, but at either rate, I will be sending you more information the first of next week, as well as the link for the meeting as well. If any members are in here and you have not emailed me, please email me. I know I have at least one member that I don't see in here right now, that I do not have your email address. I need that email address so that I can have direct communication with you all, so that when we do have our private meetings, that I can send you the link and anything else, like I sent you all the template and all the information last week as far as giveaways are concerned. So yes, if I do not have your email address, please make sure you email me, so that I will have that in my records as well. Just looking, making sure I'm not missing anybody that's coming into the live. Also too, if you want to be a part of the private Zoom meeting coming up, exclusive videos and other content and more, and different members only giveaways and things of that nature, join the Scaredy Cat crew. The link is at the top of the screen. Hey, John. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing, John? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a minute, but so glad that you are here. So glad that you are here. Awesome sauce, awesome sauce. Okay. Yes, Gigi says hello, positive motivation. Love notes is speaking to everyone. That's right, guys. Meet, speak, and greet one another. That's always a pleasant thing to do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Anybody that doesn't see anything, doesn't hear anything, can always catch the replay. Thank you so much for that, Anne. Thank you so much for that, for putting that in. Also, guys, I do want to say that there are a lot of items and seeds and things of that nature on the flip side market. I'm going to tell you something. The flip side market is absolutely amazing. I love it. I have some red mustard greens out there. And I also have some black radishes out there as well. It is awesome. If you are not using the flip side market to either have a store or to purchase, you need to check it out. It is for gardeners by gardeners. Yes, it is. And the gardeners are here. They're here. They're here, right here amongst our family. Hey, Edward, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Goddess Leo, welcome in. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. Edward, I'm not sure if you were in here a minute ago when I mentioned that our first Zoom meeting will be next Wednesday at 9 after my regular live. It will be after our regular live. Love No said, I ordered a lot of stuff off the flip side market. Yes, it is amazing. It is amazing. Thank you, Best Jet, for putting that link in there. And thank you for putting that link in there as well. I appreciate that. Like I said, if you are not familiar with the flip side market, please do check it out. Okay, hey, Mr. SPR, how are you? How are you? Yes, I'll chat while Lisa bakes the tacos. All right, there you go, there you go. We appreciate you. Chat away, chat away. Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Okay, things I wanted to talk about today. Our thumbnails. I'm not sure if you all are aware, but you could always receive a community guideline strike for your thumbnails if it doesn't go along with the community guidelines, which are the normal things that would just go along with your channel. And I'm not going to go into that too much because you all should already know what the community guidelines are, the basic ones, as far as certain content, something that's dangerous, something that's inappropriate, all of those things. You can do the same thing if your thumbnail is that. You can, hey, how are you? How are you, sweet spot? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. You can also get a copyright strike on your thumbnail if you are using a copyrighted photo. Now, I know most of you all use the photos of yourself, but a lot of us write on our thumbnails as well. You can get a copyright strike for the font. So make sure whatever font you are using, whatever source you are getting your font from, it is not copyrighted, and or you are allowed to use it for commercial usage. Commercial usage. if you're monetized. If you're monetized, it has to be available to you for commercial usage. And you might say, well, it's just my YouTube channel. Why do I need commercial? Well, if you're monetized, you're making money off of it, it turns into commercial. It turns into a business. It turns into a commercial. So just make sure yes, best yet, the font. So make sure wherever you're getting your font from, that font is not copyrighted, okay? Make sure you have permission to use it. Yes. Ann says, wow, I had no idea the font mattered also. Yes, ma'am, it does matter. Again, a lot of these things that I touch on, let's see, how do I want to say this? Are not necessarily in the main atmosphere of what may be going on right now. So a lot of things go what I would call under the radar, so to speak. But if you are doing this as a means of building any type of business, this is a lot of work, okay? Whether you're doing it for fun, whether you're doing it as a business, side hustle, call it whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of work. So you might as well do it right if you have to do it. Hey, Lady Leg, welcome in. So good to see you all. Wait, what's going on with the thumbnails? They have limited the thumbnails, the amount of thumbnails you can upload. I'm going to get to that, Lady Leg, but right now it's talking about the fact that you can get a copyright strike for a thumbnail and you can get a community guideline for a thumbnail. I'll just briefly go back over what I had just said. Hey, Ellen, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. The thumbnails. Most of us use font in the thumbnails. If you use font in the thumbnails, make sure that the font you are using is not copyrighted font. Okay, if you're using it from a software program that you have, I would suggest you email the software company or email the company and say, am I allowed to use this font for commercial usage? You need to ask them for commercial usage if you are monetized, because once you become monetized, it becomes commercial. So you might say, oh, I'm just doing this for fun. If you're monetized, it's still on the commercial end. So email them. If you have a phone number for them, 1-800 number, whatever, email these people so they can email you back so that you will have it in writing. Okay? Just saying. Now, you can also get a community guideline strike for your thumbnail if it is inappropriate. Okay? Now, there are consequences for this. Now, I'm going to get to the limitations on it in just a minute, but I'm going to read to you exactly what the thumbnail policy states and what happens if you violate that policy. Now, I am reading this directly from Google support system, okay? And it says, what happens when thumbnails violate our policies? If your thumbnail contains pornography, we may terminate your channel. If your thumbnail violates other policies, we'll age restrict your video or remove the thumbnail and may issue a strike against your account. If this is your first time you've posted content that violates the community guidelines, you'll get a warning with no penalty to your channel. If it is not, we'll issue a strike against your channel. Your channel will be terminated if you get 3 strikes. Just like baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. It also goes on to say, we may terminate your channel or account for repeated violations of community guidelines or terms of service. We may also terminate your channel or account after a single severe abuse case. They got it all covered, Gigi. They got it all covered. Or when a channel is dedicated to a policy violation. So, make sure I have seen some thumbnails, and I'm going to briefly go over some things, but like I said, pornography, things that are dangerous. I have seen some thumbnails. How do I want to say this? um, exactly, sweet spot. How do I want to say this? I have seen some thumbnails for people that are talking about something in their live, mostly. Sometimes it is a video, but live's indexed into a video, so whether it's a live or a video, it doesn't really matter. But I have seen some thumbnails that are, I mean, for me, I thought they was okay, all right? But let's just say, thumbnails where it indicates we're trying to take care of ourselves by any means necessary. I hope y'all reading me. If not, y'all need to join the Scaredy Cat crew, because I'm going to touch on the specifics in the meeting that we're getting ready to have. But that's a whole nother thing. I don't want to say anything specifically. Hey, Suede Breeze. Hello, hello, hello. All right, she talks eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. If you're driving, you can listen in, but eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. And says, uh-oh, you know we have to protect ourselves. We have to protect things around us. And sometimes in doing so, things can seem inappropriate to others. I'm going to put it like that, leave it alone. I'm going to let y'all read between the lines the best y'all can, okay? Yes, Atia says the thumbnails were out of pocket, as we say. Good one. Boom. That's a good one. Atia, I like that. That's a good one. Yes, 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 yes. So that's the basics of it. The policy. The policy. Now, like I said, anything that, and specifically, now I'm going to read this from the community guidelines, so I'll be able to say these things. But it says all custom thumbnail images must follow the community guidelines. If you all have never read anything else, you need to read the community guidelines. Like I said, this is work. You think just running out, putting up a video takes 5 minutes, then you're done? For most of us, it doesn't. Now, for some of us, it may, but for most of us, it doesn't. Because you're going to put it in there. You're going to edit it out. If something happened, you tripped and fell and the camera fell, you got to edit that out. Anything, somebody came in the background and you didn't want them in there, they didn't want to be in there, you got to edit it out. So it's not just 1, 2, 3 video, boom, going about my business, 1, 2, 3 video. It's a lot of work, so you might as well do the best you can to do along the community guidelines. That's 5 minutes, takes me 2 days to put it. Exactly, sweet spot. Exactly. Okay? So don't play with it, thinking that, oh, you can do whatever you want to do. Lady Les says, or you forgot to record, so you got to do that. Lord have mercy, ain't that the truth? Or your camera, you thought it was recording when it didn't. Now on this channel, for me, that's almost an easy fix, unless I harvested something. Because if it's harvested, then all I can say, okay, this is what I got. I can't show you me harvesting again. But let me tell you something. On my cooking channel, so many times my camera has stopped. All right, Veggie Form, thank you so much for letting me know. On my cooking channel, so many times I took a picture instead. Exactly, Lady Led. So many times on my cooking channel, I had cooked something and my camera was not on. I pressed the button, so I thought, but I had to do it over. Not only was that time, that's money for me, because that means I got to cook the food again. I got to cook a whole nother set of whatever food it is again. That means we're going to either eat more, I'm going to have more leftovers, or I got to give it away. But at any rate, that's a lot of more work. Think about cooking your whole meal twice. Think about cooking the food twice, and you got to use the food. Okay? So There has been more times, and I have scrapped more cooking videos because I realized after I'm done and said and getting ready to edit, there's no footage of the main part. Now, there are some that I've said in the video that, okay, guys, this is this. And so I'm sorry, but my camera stopped. I didn't know it was stopping, but this is what I did. There have been some I just went ahead and said it in the video because I'm like, okay, you know what? I am not scrapping this. This was way too much work because the cooking videos are harder because, first of all, I do not cook by measurements and recipes. You know, I just put the stuff in there, stir it up, and okay, boom, it's done. I got to pay attention. You know, I got to say, okay, I'm putting in this and I'm putting in that. I don't do that. That takes concentrated effort. So when I mess up on this, that's work. I'm not about to do anything knowingly. And that's why I try to share so much of this information with you all. Because sometimes we can do things because we didn't know. We had no clue. But y'all know me, I love to research and read. So, you know, every little thing. And I know they change their guidelines all the time. All the time. And if you're not looking at the fine print, hey TLC, welcome in, welcome in. If you're not looking at the fine print or know where to go and where to look, you ain't gonna know because it's not like they're gonna blast it. They're not sending everybody an email, we have changed this. Our new policy is this. No. No, they don't do it. So, some of the things that the custom thumbnails, and that's another thing about the custom thumbnails. You don't have to use them. Every time you upload a video, you have 3 choices of a thumbnail. Those are not your custom thumbnails. Those are just thumbnails. They're picked by the computer system, and for me, they usually ugly, crazy. I'm up there with a frown, or I'm up there looking stupid, or I'm all cockeyed. No. No. I don't want to use those. So I always upload a custom thumbnail. I don't think I've ever used one of those thumbnails. But that's your choice. I mean, you could use them if you want to. They are usually terrible, Anne. They are. They're terrible. They pick the worst shots. You're doing a 15 minute video. There's so many things they could put. Hey, Darsha, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, I use YT's thumbnail. Yeah, and on the shorts, you don't have an option. You used to could upload a custom thumbnail, but I haven't been able to lately, but I don't do shorts anymore. And then we'll get in that a whole nother day, why I don't do shorts anymore. That's a whole nother conversation. At any rate, I'm just going to quickly go over. It says and I'm actually reading this again from the community guidelines. It says all custom thumbnail images must follow our community guidelines. Your thumbnails may be rejected and a strike on your account if it contains nudity, sexual, provocative content, hate speech, violence, harmful, or dangerous content. That's not an all-inclusive list. Y'all know what that means now. That means at their discretion, it can be anything else that you put up. It's not saying just those 4 things. Okay? So you have to really make sure it's nice and happy and okay, family-oriented thumbnails that anyone can view. And then you'll probably be okay. Exactly, cooking with Dorsha. You have to publish, and I almost said cooking at Pam's place when I saw cooking with Dorsha. I almost said my own. Hey, hands in the dirt. All right, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. You're allowed to listen, but make sure you're watching that road. Yes, so that's the thumbnail policies. Now, and another thing, when you upload your thumbnails, they have what's called best practices. Most people's thumbnails that I have seen, do follow this. But just in case you didn't know, and just in case it's a coincidence that your thumbnails have followed what I'm getting ready to say, I want to read this to you. Now, if you do not understand or can't follow what I'm getting ready to say, come back to the replay listen to it again and Google it, because it'll tell you, it'll give you examples. So this is what it's saying that your thumbnail needs to be. First of all, it needs to be a resolution of 120 by 720 or 640 pixels. Now, that's basically saying it needs to be a rectangle in landscape form going this way. But even a rectangle in landscape form going this way still needs to be 120 by 720. So you can resize most things on your phone by clicking edit and picking 16 by 9. If you have an iPhone, you can go to any photo on your entire gallery. Click on it. Click edit at the top in the upper right hand corner. Drop down to the bottom where you see that little square looking thing that kind of looks like that. Click on that. Then click on the top of it again and you'll see a little box. You'll see a square box and you'll see a rectangle box. Click on the rectangle box, drop back down to the bottom and click on 16 by 9. It's going to shape it perfectly every single time. Android phones are very similar to that. I used to have an Android phone. I don't know the exact steps, but it's very, very similar to that. If you are doing it on a PC, all you have to do is right click on that photo, click edit. If it's a regular PC, your editor for photo editing will pop up. Then you click on resolution. If you click on resolution, then you want to click, there's going to be a little box on there that says maintain aspect ratio. You want to unclick that. Make sure that is not clicked. Once you unclick that, you can type in, going horizontal, type in 1280, going vertical, type in 720. It's going to make your picture perfect each and every time. So I kind of said everything, the steps, so you can always replay it. This video be up forever, prayerfully. You can also only upload them in JPEG, which is JPG, GIF, or PNG, which is PNG. Those are the formats. So if you have some weird format on your computer or on your iPhone or something like that, it needs to be JPEG, GIF, or PNG. JPG, GIF, PNG. Lady Liz says, thank you for this grateful info. I got to head out. All right, Lady Liz, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. You know I do, Lady Liz. You know I do. You have a blessed evening. Thanks for coming in. You also have to remain under 2 megabytes. Now, I have uploaded some photos. There was like 2.1, 2.0 something, and I had to break it back down until I got to 19 point something. So if it says right at 2.0, it's not going to fly. It's going to not upload because it's going to be too big. And again, use the ratio of 16 to 9, 16 going this way, 9 going that way. When you put something in landscape for portrait mode for like a shorts video, then it's just the opposite. It is 9 by 16 because you always go, I call it width, but you always go horizontal first, vertical second. So when you're looking at those aspect ratios for pictures and things, always the first number is always horizontal, going left to right, and the second number is always vertical, top to bottom. So I hope that helps if you're doing a custom thumbnail. So moving right along, I wanted to go over, and again, I'm getting ready to read this. Straight from the community guidelines. The custom thumbnail limits. This they just did this month, October 2021. Well, they actually started last month limiting the number of custom thumbnails a channel could upload per day. They started it last month. This month they actually announced it, made it pretty much official across the board. Before I'll get into the limits of it, I will tell you this. Hey, my tiny garden, how are you? How are you? Repeat offenses. Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yes. Thank you, Lion Crest. While he's putting that up there, any channel member that has been a member for more than a month that has not sent up a special free message, you can do so. That's what Lion Chris just did. Thank you, Lion Chris. I forgot all about that. I meant to mention that. So you can go ahead and send those messages up. You get to do it once a month, each channel member. That's a perk from YouTube. Hey, Kiki, how are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Lose custom thumbnail privileges for 30 days. That's one consequence. Or in some case, account termination. Thing about it is you don't know which one it'll be. If you do get a strike, you will get an email. And you'll also see an alert on your actual channel. You'll see both of those. You can appeal it. And if you have not taken down the original thumbnail, when you appeal it, if you say, wait, this is just me flying a kite. What's wrong with it? Okay? If you decide to go ahead and appeal it and you have not taken it down, then it'll be okay. If you have taken it down, in some instances, they can restore it, but it's not guaranteed. So make sure, like I say on anything else, make sure you have a copy of your thumbnails. So also too, now this is a little different. It says in here, custom thumbnail limits. There's a limit to how many custom thumbnails a channel can upload each day. That's every channel. I don't care what channel it is. Every channel has a limit. However, it doesn't say what that limit is. If you have an error, if you're trying to upload a custom thumbnail and you get the error that says daily custom thumbnail limit reached, try uploading again in 24 hours. Now that can be kind of rough because if you're really, some of our videos that we put up are what I like to say time sensitive. It's like it matters when you're going to put them up. Good example, Best Jet Journey just had that big soup collaboration. And my cooking channel was part of that soup collaboration. Hey, C-Bass, welcome in, thank you for coming. Was part of that soup collaboration. Well, the way she had it set up, each of us were supposed to, all right, look at Cherie, been a member for 4 months. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do this for Lion Crest because he sent a message up and I need to do it for Cherie. Thank you. Woohoo, woohoo. I got my bug pom-poms. Woohoo, woohoo. Y'all know I can't help it. I got my bug pom-poms. Yay. But Best Jet had the soup collaboration and she had each one of us drop a video on a certain day. And somebody else was supposed to drop it before us. Somebody else was supposed to drop it after us. Okay, so now, let's just say it gets to me. Hey, LG Home. Hello. How are you? Oh, we got a new member. Tasha Oshie Grows. Hey, Tasha Oshie Grows. Thank you so much. Tasha Oshie Grows. Would one of my mods please put Tasha's link in the stream so everybody can check out Tasha Oshie Grows. Yay, we have a new member. And Tasha, would you please email me so that I'll have your contact information for our private Zoom meeting that's coming up, as well as a lot of other information. So welcome to the Scaredy Cat crew. So at any rate, Best Jet Journey had us drop our videos at a certain, LOL, you are so cute. Oh, C-Bass, thank you. At certain times. Somebody dropped like mine. Mine was on, I don't remember, but let's just say October the 10th. Somebody was on October the 9th. Somebody was on October the 19th, 11th. Look at me, can't count. 11th. So, let's just say, here comes October 10th. Time for me to drop my video. And I uploaded, let's just say I cooked the soup that day, I edited it that day, and I'm getting ready to upload it. I got my custom thumbnail done. boom, it tells me you can't do this. You get the error message. Can't upload. Try again 24 hours. And all three of the, think about it, if all three of the pictures that they picked, one was my pot was half on the thing, the other one, the spoon was falling off, and the other one was a picture of the wall. Tia said 9, 10, 11. I know, right? And let's say the other one was part of the wall. And nothing was related to the soup. I would feel stupid trying to put up that video without my custom thumbnail of a picture of my soup. So, in cases, sometimes I said all that to say, sometimes our videos are time sensitive. Can you no, you have to have a thumbnail. You have to have some sort of thumbnail sweet spot, some sort. Like I said, on every time you upload a video, they give you 3 choices of their pick. But those are usually the worst, ugliest, you know. And because Best Yet put specifically because she put my soup that I was going to drop on my other channel, my cooking channel, and not this one, I have to maintain cooking over there. So naturally, I'm not going to want to put up a thumbnail that don't have nothing to do with cooking. If it was the pot falling off or a seasoning, me holding a seasoning, something just that does not represent the soup, I would need that custom thumbnail. So 24 hours is, I said that to say 24 hours is a long time to wait, to have to wait 24 hours. And then it didn't say wait 24 hours and you can do it. It said wait 24 hours and try again. Keyword, and try. Must mean it's going to happen. So that kind of is disturbing to me. And it could happen, you know, on this channel as well, or anybody's channel. Sometimes it's time sensitive. Sometimes, like I said, we're participating in a collaboration and we need to get our video out on time. You know, if we committed to doing it, we should. So that's one thing. It says try to upload again 24 hours. Now, it also goes on to say limits may vary by country, region, or channel history. This is with Canva too. If it's not with the software program Best Yet, it's with what you make. Now, Canva is a software that you go on Canva and you can use their elements. If you have paid for it, you can use the pro elements. If you have not paid for it, you can use the free elements. And they are okay, and they're you probably won't get a copyright strike because they're okay to use on YouTube. But if you go on there, let's just say, okay, sometimes the veggies that we grow come out looking like other things. Whatever. So say you picked an element that looked like something else. Maybe it was supposed to be a squash, purple squash or something, but it came out a little deformed, so it looked like something else. And you put that picture up there. It has nothing to do with Canva. It has to do with the picture that you choose. So, I hope that explained that. Hey, Weekend Garden Show. Hey, Chef Spam and Gordon. Chef Spam. I'm Chef Spam now, y'all. I love autocorrect. I got to do this for that one. That's an autocorrect. Hey, autocorrect. Autocorrect. Hey, autocorrect. I love autocorrect. I'm sorry, y'all. I love autocorrect. Hey, Eco Neighbor. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. I couldn't help that. Oh, God. I couldn't help it, Weekend Garden. I'm sorry. I love autocorrect. It's hilarious to me. I could get people in trouble, but I'll be cracking up. And I get caught up with it too sometimes, but okay. So, now, moving right along. Tia says, you are working real hard to be politically correct with the wording. I am, Aunt Tia, because they looking and listening, girl. Yes, I am. You got that right. I am working hard for that. Yes. And that's why I'm saying the things that I'm reading, I am reading. So it's in the community guidelines that we all should have read. I am just reading them out loud. So they're not my words, I'm reading them. Moving right along to reading. It says, like I said, limits may vary by country, region, or channel history. So, if you have, all right, Stinky Butter, we ready for our tacos. Yes. So, if you have a channel history, let's just say you've got some copyright strikes, or a couple of other community strikes, that's going to hinder when it comes to your thumbnail upload limitation. If you haven't gotten any at all, ever, you might be on the good side where you might get extra. I don't know how many. And that could mean that, but it also could mean history by now. My cooking channel has been, well, I started both channels a month apart, but I wasn't active on this channel. I worked to get that channel monetized first. Then once I got that channel monetized, I worked to get this channel monetized second. So, but they have both been active since 2019. Let's see, Ann Dale has a question. Let me see. Ann says, question, so if there is a big collaboration and we all put our video out the same day with the same thumbnail, but they are all a tiny bit different, that would go towards the count. Everybody has a limit of how many they can put up. That's not what I do on my channel, has nothing to do with on you. So if it's 20, 30 people in this collaboration and you all do the same thumbnail, but like you said, they're a little bit different. Maybe you all holding up a tomato, but everybody's face is in there, so it's a different because it's each individual person. Y'all all hold. What the other 29 people do don't have anything to do with you. If you upload that one, that's just one upload for you. That's it. And it doesn't have anything to do with anybody else, whether it's a collaboration or not. I use a collaboration only because of the timeline. If you're supposed to drop a video that day and you get that error and it's telling you to wait 24 hours, you won't get to drop your video that day, which hinders the collaboration. Unless you choose to use the ugly thumbnail. Yes. I hope that explained that, Ann. I hope that explained that. Yes, because they will be absolutely, and because they will be different. Yes, they will be different. So, so also the policy goes on to say, copyright strikes may impact channel history eligibility. So if you've been getting some copyright strikes, people get them for music. You can also find that you can get, it won't be a copyright strike. Let me just put it like this. You can get a copyright, I'll say notification. When you do a live, like I'm doing here, but you're on StreamYards or any other platform, and you can share your screen and you show part of somebody else's video. Depending on the channel that you're showing and how long that channel has been around, you can find in your notifications, you probably won't get an email, but I would suggest that everybody, at least once a week, I typically do it every couple of days, when you go to your YouTube studios, on a PC, I do not think it's on the phone. I have not seen it on the phone. But if you go to your YouTube studio on a PC, on the left-hand side, and you go down, you'll see dashboard at the top, then content, analytics, something else, monetization. You'll also see the word copyright. Click on that every few days, at least once a week. It will tell you if you've got any notifications, if you've gotten any strikes, if you've gotten anything else. If you learn something new, hit the, oh, thank you, Eco Neighbor. Thank you so much for that. It'll tell you if you have a strike, a warning. It'll tell you whatever. Or it'll say, oh, you're fine. You don't have anything. You're all caught up. You don't have anything. If you share your screen, now this is not something that is a given, or it's not something that is absolute and always, but I have seen it before. If you share your screen, like say I'm on StreamYards and I share my screen and I show Cooking with Pam's Place, a cooking video. Oh, you guys, look at this cooking video. You all watching this cooking video? I could end up with a copyright something on there, and I can either ignore it, dismiss it, or something. And it'll tell you, I can't remember the verbiage for that, but it'll say this is not a strike, but you could be in violation of a copyright. It's like a warning or something. And if you know you have permission from that person to share that content, then you're okay. Because when it comes to and that's why it's best to always do things in writing. Now I'm going to go off on another tizzy, then I'm going to get back to that, because if you are using StreamYards or any other platform, it really has nothing to do with StreamYards or any other platform, but you can't share your screen on YouTube. That's why I keep mentioning that. But if you share your screen and you show someone else's video on your live, on your video, or anything else, before you go live, if you know you're going to share a particular person's video, or before you upload a video, when you know you're going to share someone else's video, yes, Seabass, that's exactly where I'm heading. Email that person and ask them, say, hey, Container Crops, hey Pam, I would like to show your blueberry video, a clip of your blueberry, okay, we're gonna change the word. I would like to show a clip of your greens on my live tomorrow. Is that okay? And let me respond to you and say, oh, sure, that'll be fine. I appreciate that. Thanks for the shout out, or whatever I might say. Because if you get a notification from YouTube about copyright because you're using somebody else's video on your video or on your live, you can appeal anything with YouTube. Now get that down. You can appeal it. Don't mean you're going to win. But if you have it in writing, then you can say, oh, I'm appealing this strike because I have permission from the person to use that clip. That's all you need. That's all you need. So if you're doing that, I would suggest you email the people. Now you probably say, well, I know these people. They don't mind. It ain't about that. Whoever it is probably don't mind. You covering your assets. Okay? That's all. That's the only reason for it. And they should understand that. And even if you want to say that in the email, say, I just want to make sure in case anyone ever says anything to me about me using your video that I had permission in the beginning, so we can't surprise each other. I know, sweet spot. Eco said it, business is business. You can't surprise a person. But what you could do if you want to surprise the person, you could say, I'm putting together something and I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but just in case. I mean, you can be vague if you want to, but would you rather surprise somebody, or would you rather be right and hold on to what you're building? It's sad, but that's just the way the world is now. Who wouldn't like to surprise somebody? It's amazing. But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes, Now, I'm going to give you another example of a situation where that can kind of be a surprise and you don't necessarily have to get it in writing. Is what, I'm going back to Best Jet again, is what Best Jet does with the Whoop Whoop show. She does show a little clip of people's channels in her Whoop Whoop show. But when she's showing the clip of someone else's channel on her Whoop Whoop show, that person is on the Whoop Whoop show. So she can just simply email them and say, you know, I'm disputing this because I did show a clip of their video, but they were on the channel with me and aware that, you know, I was doing it. You know, she has the person right there. So now how am I going to say I didn't know? I'm sitting there. Okay? You know, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, yes, if you're there, that's your, how can I sit there and say, well, she copyrighted me. I was unaware. No, I can't say that. I'm sitting there. So that's an example again of being able to do it and then it's okay. They have agreed to participate and they know the history. Yeah, there you go, Eco. There you go. Eco said it best. Y'all read that message. Eco said it best. If I was on StreamYard, I'd put it across the thing. That's right. They have given you permission and they know because they're there. Yes. But if you're just going to do a surprise video, that's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. Yes, yes. So now moving on back to what they're saying here. It also says community guideline strikes will, not can, it will affect how many custom thumbnails you can upload. So you need to make sure you're not getting any community guideline strikes. Just make sure you're if you have to, I like to think of it like this. If I'm getting ready to upload something and I have to think twice about it, like I have to say to myself, is this right? Is this appropriate? Or should I do this? Then probably I shouldn't. If you have to ask yourself, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. This is why I be listening to you and Eco Neighbor. Y'all be knowing stuff. Thank you, sweet spot. Thank you, sweet spot. If you have to think twice about it, like, this is questionable. Even when you say something. That's why sometimes even on my live, I've been doing it all night tonight. All night tonight. I've been pausing to think. Because I said, now should I say this? Or should I rephrase this? Because again, I still have to watch what I'm saying. Best yet journey as prior to inviting, and she does. She does. She asks you, will you be on my show on such and such a date? You know, or can you be on my show coming up next month or whenever? She absolutely gives permission. Yes, she does. And that's what you need to do. That's what I have seen some beautiful shout out videos where people have shouted people out in their videos, and they've had clips of their videos and things like that. Amazing. But I don't know if they have permission or not. Hey, Cormalee, hello, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you've been blessed while you've been away. Thank you so much for coming in. Hey, Whole New Perspective. How are you? How are you? Thank you for coming in. So good to see you. So good to see you. Yes. So, and it also says that YouTube may turn off custom thumbnails for certain search results when they're considered inappropriate. So now they may not do any of all this I mentioned, but if they think if it's questionable to them, they may turn it off for search results. So you're not coming up in the search results because it's questionable. Because it's questionable. And that when I say thumbnails, I'm talking about the thumbnail and the font, what you say. You could have this beautiful thumbnail of trees in the sky, but you might say something on there. It's still the same thing. It's not all about a picture. It's not all about a picture always either. I'm trying to see, make sure I thought I saw something. I'm doing great, just out of church. Glad to catch you. All right, yes, awesome. Hey, Damo, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. How are you and Nene doing? Yes, 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 yes. So you have to be very careful. So YouTube flagging this with a person reporting for using their clip. Let me see. So is YouTube flagging this with AI, with a person, with or the person reporting for using their clip? Sometimes it's about reporting, sometimes it's about what they are picking up just through the algorithm. It can be reported, sometimes it may not be reported. Sometimes it'll just be picked up through the algorithm. Specifically, if you were oh, hey, Tommy Travels, thank you. Oh, look at that. I ain't seen you in a long time. Hey, thank you for the super chat, super chat, super chat. Hey, Tommy, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you've been blessed since you've been away. I haven't seen you in so long. Thank you for coming. How are you? Artificial, yeah, yes, yeah, AI, that's what you said, AI. It was a little I, so I didn't figure it out. But yes, 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 yes. So let's see. Yes, sometimes it's a person reporting it, and sometimes it's, yeah, artificial intelligence. Absolutely, the computer generated, yes. And you never know which it is. Typically, if it's a person, they're probably taken more seriously. And I won't say take it more seriously, but artificial intelligence is just that. It's artificial intelligence, and there's no human looking at it. So it can pick up things that are wrong. It can see something that looks like something, but it's not. That's why they also say, be very careful about your background. Oh my goodness, the background. Let me say something about the artificial intelligence. Whole New Perspective, you're teaching some good stuff. All right, thank you so much, Whole New Perspective. I appreciate that. Let me just say something about the artificial intelligence. YouTube has some of the best software and artificial intelligence out there. Let me tell you something. It picks up everything. When you do a video, everything. So the best thing to do when you're doing a video is to have a clean background. You upset with yourself, Domo? Yourself? It's to have a clean background. Because although it picks up everything, it can pick up things that are wrong. So say I've got a bookshelf back here, and I've got things on my bookshelf. Well, it might see something as one thing, but it's something else. I just told my husband she's teaching tonight. Oh, okay, thanks, Ann. It might pick up, I might have a figurine of one thing, but it's artificial intelligence. Somebody's naked eye can look at it and say, oh, that's a figurine of a ballerina. Well, the artificial intelligence might see it and say, oh, that's something else. It's pointing straight up. You know how ballerinas do that? It's pointing, so that's something. It's artificial intelligence. Okay? Now, it's pretty good, so it's pretty accurate, but it picks up signs too. When I cook on my cooking channel and I have my ingredients out there, it picks up the name of every ingredient that I have not listed, just the item sitting up there. If it's Heinz barbecue sauce, it picks up Heinz barbecue sauce. It picks up every word, everything. If I have a dish towel there, it says something's there. It may not say it's a dish towel, it says it's something there. If I have a bottle here, it's going to say it's a bottle. It picks up everything, everything, everything. And it's working. It's working in so many seconds a minute that we can't count. That's how fast it goes. That's how accurate it is. So the best thing to do is have as clean of a background as you can. And when I say clean, I mean don't have things that are crazy in your background. Like that. Let's just put it like this. LOL, yes, just made my first chicken tenders and I didn't record. Oh, Domo, no. That would have been awesome if you had recorded that. May I ask? Absolutely, Stinky Puddle, you know you can ask. May I ask what if, and if I can't answer it, Stinky Puddle, and I will tell this to you all, if you ask me something in the live and I feel that I should not answer it on live, that's what my private Zoom meetings are for. If you are a channel member, hang on to that question and ask me in the meeting, and I will most definitely give you an answer because I will be able to speak my peace during that time, always. But let me see what Stinky Puddle wants to know. May I ask, what if you have art pieces that are of the human body? Said art pieces are of the torso only and are handmade clay pottery. I would move them because that goes into nudity. I would move them. It could be considered profanity, nudity. I would move them. Or I would move myself to another area to tape. I may not be rearranging my house because that could be a bit much. Ain't nobody gonna be cleaning up, messing up, cleaning up. That's too much. I would just move my chair. Like if I had that, if this was that, I'd move my chair. Yes, I'd move my chair. Eco Native says, container costs, thank you to your level of detail and research. You appreciate. Thank you, Eco. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know, right? But when I make it again, I would. You should, Damo. And don't forget to post it on my Facebook cooking group as well. A Sweet Spot said, I know that's right. And does laugh. Yes, exactly. So yes, I would move that, or I would move me, and it'd be easier for me to move me. Stinky Porter says, oh Lord, as beautiful as they are, I will move them. Thank you so kindly, Chef. I truly appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, it's art, and we all think it's beautiful, but it's not appropriate for all viewers, probably. They may also say this not made for kids, which goes back into advertising. And you haven't gotten there yet, but you will get there, and when you do, and you want to get there, so you don't want to interrupt anything before you get there. But yes, I would move them. Anything, that's another thing. Even when it comes to your background, things in the background of your videos and things like that, like what you just asked Stinky Puddle, think of it like this. If you have to ask, move it. If you question it, if you have to ask, if you think twice, like, should I have this up here or not? Move it. If you always err on the side of caution. Okay, you can never be too cautious. Totally understand. Thanks. You are so welcome, Lisa. Aunt Tia says, Stinky Puddle, the way they write those guidelines gives them a lot of leeway. You don't know if they will look at it as order. Exactly. That's right. And remember, it's not a human eye that's looking initially. Now, it says in the guidelines that when it says in the guidelines that, like, if you dispute something or something like that, then it goes to the human level. But at first, it's not a human. So if a human was actually sitting there, if they had humans actually sitting there watching all of our videos all the time, child, probably none of this stuff would happen, because they'd be like, oh, I like that. Oh, that's nice. Them humans. Those humans would think the same thing we think. They would love it. They would love it. But it's not humans. It's not humans. Yes, 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 yes. So, Stinky Bo said, LOL, I guess Baba Dad should, should have raised me not so open. Hey. But like I said, if it was human, they would probably be like, oh, that's great. Steve says, so true. Exactly. But it's a computer. And the computer gets you first, which gets you into the strike or whatever to make you have to even appeal. Tia says, that's why I stopped and emailed you. I could not believe what I was seeing. She should have rethought that. Yep. Sometimes you have to rethink it. Absolutely. Yes. So let me see what else I have on here. Let's see. I got the repeat offenses down here. I think I pretty much covered. Let me look up here and see if I read everything that I wanted to read from their guidelines. Yes. Oh, and there's another thing. Sometimes, and I don't know how this works. When I say I don't know how this works, I don't know how it looks, because I'm not sure I've ever seen it before. But they also say they can turn your thumbnail off. So if they turn the thumbnail off, I'm not sure if there's like, if your video is still there, but it's a blank screen. I'm not sure what that looks like because I've never seen it. But they also say that YouTube may turn off custom Oh, I know what it means now. I'm gonna give myself this. Woo! I remember. I know what it means. I know what it means. Woohoo! Woohoo! I know I had to do that, y'all. It just dawned on me what it means. And you know what? I've been looking at that all day, and I was like, what does that mean? I have seen blank screens before with videos. I know what it means is when your thumbnail is off, the gray box that I see on some videos. I don't know about the gray box, but you can't up and a sweet spot laughing at me. It says when they turn it off. First of all, in your settings, you have to go in. Once you get 100 subscribers, that's when you're allowed to use custom thumbnails. So when you, which people typically get that pretty quick. I love those pumps. Me too, Ann. That's why I keep using them. I can't help it. You have to go in and turn on your thumbnails, just like you have to turn on super chats. You have to turn on super stickers. You have to turn on memberships. You turn on custom thumbnails. And they're saying they turn them off. So on their side, they can go in, even if you have it turned on, they can turn it off and you can't use it at all. I could not remember. Tampons. Hey, that's a good one, Tia. I like that. Tampons. Woohoo, woohoo. Oh, these are never going outside. Bestia gave me these things. I'm telling you, they supposed to be for bugs, y'all, but I can't. And there was some cobwebs out there when I went and looked today. These ain't going outside. I love that too. I love it, tampons. I love that, yes. So if they consider the thumbnail inappropriate or something, or if their thumbnail, it says, I'll read what it says. It actually says, YouTube may turn off custom thumbnails for certain search results when they're considered inappropriate for viewers. So they can go in and turn it off. Now, I don't know what your video will look like. It may be a blank screen, or they may turn it off, which in turns may generate one of the ones that they had up there originally. Because when you upload a video, one of the 3 thumbnails that YouTube has put on there is automatically on the video. You don't have to do anything. If you never change it, you never do anything, there's one there. So maybe, my guesstimation is, take an educated guess that if they turn it off, one of those is going to pop up and be there and you can't change it. Now, that's the way I see it. I'm not sure or positive that's the way it is, but that's the way I see it. Yeah, but they can go in and turn it off at will. So, again, just like with everything else, it's best, and that's why I try to share as much as I can. This information is in the community guidelines, but you have to dig for it. It's not just there. I'm back from the store. You missed the whole thing, Bree. You're going to have to watch the replay. Yes, you're going to have to watch the replay, Bree, coming back from the store. So it is there. And I'm reading from it, community guidelines, but I had to figure it. I had to get it, dig for it. Yes, I have to close my eyes. I took an allergy pill. I did learn a lot. All right, good night, Best Jet Journey. Be blessed. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. Yes, I hope you feel better. Yes, thank you, Edward, for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, so absolutely. And that's why I share it. I enjoy, it's pretty much as I do cooking. I don't know why, but I enjoy research. I don't like necessarily to read novels or books, storybooks. I'm an informational reader. And if I can read anything and get anything out of it, I'm probably going to read it. Now, I have read some novels even recently, but it's not my thing. Nope, if they turn it off, it goes to a weird grip. Okay, Tommy Travels just answered. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for that. I was wondering because I've never noticed that I've seen it. Tommy says it goes to a weird gray box. So that's your answer. It goes to a weird gray box if they turn it off. Okay, I was wondering that because that's the one thing. I know it says that, but I'm not so sure I've seen it before. I know you did, Bree. I know you did. Yes, 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 yes. So, um, yeah. So everything that I pretty much read is because it's informational, and I love information read. I literally sit down sometimes and read. I read cookbooks. Now that's amazing. I know y'all thinking she read from front to back. I read every recipe, every ingredient, every description, every instruction, and I just read it. I it's information. So if I can get my hands on any information, all right, that's fine, Bree. Please do, please do. Yeah. So I will be okay. Yes. So yes, it's Sweet Spot said I read them too. Really, Sweet Spot, isn't it? I love reading them. I do. And I'm all up for any information, any information. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. Let me know. Also, how is everybody's garden doing? Anybody, I also want to say anybody that you see that is in green, or because you may not see everybody in green, because if you are a mod and a member, you're going to show up in blue, especially if you're on a phone. But if you see anybody with the little watering can by their name, are they in green? I want you to visit their channels, and if you can put your channel link in the stream, please do so in the zone that you're in. And mods, anybody that you see that is a channel member that you know is not a mod, if you could drop their link, I would appreciate it, so that they will be there and other people can visit them and connect to them as well. I used to read my favorite auntie's cookbook. She is the reason I love. Yes, 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 yes. I love it too. I had to share what you have learned. We certainly do. Yes, you have to. Why? I don't need all this knowledge. I mean, I need it, but then having it and not sharing it to me is useless. Um, we're all in this together in a sense, and that's why this is wonderful. Do you remember? That's wonderful. Do you? Oh yes, I do remember. Yes, not information. Oh yes, I remember information. Yes, 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 yes. All right, Bree, get comfortable. Um, And that's why, even with my channel memberships, I have had people tell me that I should have more tiers to my channel because I only have one tier and it's $1.99. So obviously, it's not about the money for me. I am really trying to build a network of people. That's why I'll be doing the monthly Zoom meetings. And hopefully, as I gain more members, I may end up doing uh, more monthly meetings. I'm trying to build a network of people, camaraderie, people that not only I can share information with, but everybody has knowledge and a worth or information that someone else doesn't have. And we can share it together. It's not all about me sharing with you all, but you all can share with everybody else. And I'm looking to build a huge network of people on that I can also carry off of YouTube. And we can network together, we can build together, we can grow together. Um, so it's not about, that's why I made it $1.99. I also wanted everybody and anybody that wanted to be able to join if that's what they wanted to do. So I share the information I have because what good is the knowledge if I'm not sharing it? If I'm the only one that knows it, I don't see the worth in it. Because you're better no matter what you're doing. You're better in numbers. Okay? So if all of us are doing all these things that we know um, will further us, will help us to grow, then we'll all grow together and we'll be a powerhouse together. And you can also get further faster with someone than you can by yourself. And then, on top of all of that, I've always believed that me personally, I never want to be the person with the most knowledge of anything in a circle of people, because I need to learn and I need to grow. Oh, Sweet Spot is a member. Welcome to the Scaredy Cat Crew, the Scaredy Cat Crew, the Scaredy Cat Crew. Welcome to the Scaredy Cat Crew, the Scaredy Cat Crew, the Scaredy Cat Crew. Woohoo! Yay! Thank you, Sweet Spot. Somebody put her link in the stream. I would appreciate it. So I don't want to be the brightest bird in the bunch, so to speak, or however the saying goes, because if I'm at the top and I'm the one that knows everything, I have no one to learn from. But you see, we all have knowledge in some area, whether you think you do or not. You know something that I don't know. And I can learn something from you as you can learn something from me. And the Zoom meetings or Google meetings, whichever one I decide to do, same thing, the private meetings that we will start to have, we can share a whole lot more. We can say things that maybe we are not always comfortable saying, just in the open atmosphere. And sometimes you can just brainstorm with other people. And it may help your channel. It may help your channel. I may have a suggestion for you. I may be thinking to myself, oh, I think so-and-so should do so-and-so. Oh, hey, whole new perspective. Welcome into the Scaredy Cat Crew, the Scaredy Cat Crew, the Scaredy Cat Crew. Woohoo! The Scaredy Cat Crew, whole new perspective. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you. I need one of my mods to put in whole new perspectives link into the stream as well. But I may not, first of all, if I thought to myself, I think and Dale should do this, that, and the other, I wouldn't say it in my live. I could email her maybe and say it, but I wouldn't say it in my live because maybe she didn't agree with me. But see, when you form a circle of people and a network, and see, for me, when you all become members, thank you all so much for joining, by the way. When you all become members of the Scaredy Cat Crew, then I know that you're supporting me and what I'm doing, so therefore I know that you're behind me and what I'm doing. You're not going to support me if you don't believe in me and you don't trust the things I'm saying and you don't want to be a part. And so therefore, when you do that, you show me that I'm getting a circle of people, a network of people. And I want this network to be huge, because change happens when you have a massive amount of people. So can you imagine a membership with a massive amount of people, and we all start doing this, or we can all get together and we can say, you know what? Divided we fall, but together we stand. So we're going to all do this. And maybe YT will take notice of it when they see so many people doing this and it's working and our numbers are growing. And then off of YouTube, most of us are doing something, or if not us individuals, somebody in our family is doing something to support us. A lot of us have businesses outside of YouTube, and we can share that information as well, because maybe I have information about other businesses that I've had, because I've had all kind of businesses all my life. I've had everything from a laundromat to big, almost skyscrapers that I've had businesses. So I have a lot of knowledge. you know? And if I could share that, and you can do some of the things too, can you imagine? And likewise, you all, I know this is not paying us enough. Not yet. Now, it may one day. But for most of us, and I won't say all of us, but for most of us, it's not paying us enough not to be doing something else. Even if we're retired, we did something to get to the retirement part. So enough about that. But, I just wanted to share that with you because you all are always saying thank you so much for the knowledge. And I just want to explain, I share because I want you all to be a part. I want you all to know what I know, no matter how little or how much that may be. And like I said, I want to build. It's not about the money. At $1.99, I get $1.40 out of each membership. That's about a little bit more than $24. No, a little bit more, but right about a little bit less than $24 a year. So, when I do my members giveaway for everybody that joins each month, I do the membership giveaway. When I do that membership giveaway, the t-shirt costs more than that. So it ain't about the money for me. I appreciate it. It helps. And every penny I get, be it a super chat or the memberships monthly, I put it back into my garden and into doing my videos, trying to buy better equipment so that you can be seen, I can be heard, and our gardens take a lot. So just all of that stuff, So I appreciate all of you all. I thank you all for watching my videos when I put them up. I thank you all for coming and being here as part of my live. Hey, being special, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you've been blessed while you've been away. Hope you've been blessed by your way. All of the new members, the people that joined tonight, please email me so that I can have your email. And also, if you would not mind, in that email, include your address because I send out a new members little goodie thing. It's nothing much but a little trinket, but I try to send it out to all my new members. Also, if you have joined recently and you have not received that, please let me know because I did have one returned, but it was the post office tore it up. I don't even know who it was to. It was in a plastic baggie. The machine must have got to it. It and the contents was ripped apart. Now, how they got it back to me, I don't know. So I'm assuming somebody didn't get it. So if you didn't get it, please let me know. If you didn't get a little goodie, little trinket goodie, I appreciate it. Email me your address. So they did that. Working hard in foreign school. Oh, okay. Oh, that sounds awesome. That sounds amazing. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, yes, yes. So I am not going to keep you all any longer tonight. If anybody has any questions, let me know. Before we get out of here, I'll wait for a few minutes, see if anybody has any questions about anything, so that I can go ahead and answer that if I can. But outside of that, while waiting to see if anybody has any questions, I hope you all's fall garden is doing good. I just came over before this live. Lady Led had a live, and she was talking about how she loves fall garden, or she thinks she started to love fall gardening the best. I can absolutely say I do. It has nothing to do with the bugs. It has everything to do that it seems like everything I'm growing now is growing. In the spring and in the summer, this weather here, and I'll see next year. I'll know next year for sure. I'm going to actually try to duplicate my fall garden at the middle to end of winter. I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to see if I can't grow some of the same things that I'm growing in the fall towards the end of winter. When it's starting to get just a little bit warmer. You see, where I'm at, I'm in zone 7B, and I'm in North Carolina. And for my particular zone where I am in North Carolina, if we get below freezing, and it'll drop down to the 20s sometimes, but by midday the next day it's in the 40s, maybe the 50s. I haven't worn a coat in 20 years because if I put that coat on, I'm taking it off in an hour. And then it's just in the car. Now I keep a coat in the car, I ain't crazy, just in case something happened. But for what? Wherever, by the time I'm getting where I'm going, it's warm. And that's what happens in the spring. So when I planted in the spring, it went from 30s, 40s to 80. There's no in between. It's boom, boom. So then it became too hot and went on up to 100. It became too hot, too fast. There was no in between. There was no spring gardening. So I'm going to try to do that. Thank you, Whole New Perspective. Ann says, LOL, the verdict is out yet on your fall garden. It's alive but not going crazy yet. Exactly. It's wonderful. I missed that too. I moved to Maryland from North Carolina. Yes, yes. Sweet Spot said, I feel like I can grow brassicas in Houston the whole time. See, I'm going to surely try. I don't know when, probably February, I'm going to start what would be my spring garden. I am not waiting until May. Now, some things I'll wait a little longer, but I'm going to start probably end of February. I'm going to start planting everything. So I'll have February and March to see if I can't get another garden going. And then I'm going to buy some things that need extra heat. And I'll plant those at the end of spring for the summer garden. I'm definitely growing more greens early spring and pull back on some of the summer veg. Yep, that's what I'm doing, veggie farm. Outside of tomatoes, it's going to be very few things in my garden during summertime. Now, I may try my hand at melons, but what happened this year, my melons did good. I tried pumpkins and I did watermelons. The one watermelon that I had, the squirrel, somebody came, and y'all saw that little video, took it off the vine when I turned my back, so it never finished. But at any rate, oh, you have that garden bug for sure. Yes. I tried my hand at the melons, but what I know that I think I did wrong, I started too late. So they didn't have enough heat to grow. So since it gets so hot so fast here, I'm starting my melons in the spring. Because see, I start everything from seed outside. I don't start it inside. I'm going to start it outside, probably middle spring, because it goes so fast here that it's not going to be, and I'm going to see if I can't trick them outside the way I trick them inside. I know y'all say she trying to trick the plants. Hey, it's a learning experience. I started my spring garden in April. I should have started a month early. Yep, that's me. That's what happened to me, Cherie. I started mine too late. So I'm starting mine in February this year. But things that, my melons and things that I know need the heat, I'm going to water them with hot water. Now, I know y'all looking at this screen like, she really is crazy, ain't she? I'm going to get my watering can, and I'm going to boil me some water. I'm going to put it in my watering can. And when I water them, I'm watering them with hot water. And I'm going to see if that works. It can't hurt. All they can do is not grow. Yes, Homeless Perspective said, container crops. I left my spinach and kale in my green stuff, and they took off in March. Wow. See? Stinky Puddle says, yes, I'm the same way with my summers. It simply is not worth it to me to fight the heat, humidity, and bugs. So fruit, including tomatoes, edible flowers, herbs, and peppers. Yes, and you know what? Guess what? My peppers wouldn't grow this summer. I had one pepper, and I was so upset. It was a beautiful big red pepper. It had turned green, stayed on the vine, got beautiful red. I went out there the next day. I saw it red. I should have gotten it. I didn't get it. I said, I'm going to get this in the morning. Went out there to get it. It was a big giant hole in it, and the worm was still inside. So, messed up on that one. But that was the only pepper that grew. Right now, I've got about 3 or 4 peppers. I got a banana pepper, some kind of pepper. I think it's a banana pepper. I don't know what kind of pepper it is out there. I got a banana pepper. I got a purple bell pepper. I got a green bell pepper. I got 2 or 3 green peppers. They're all growing now. And it's cool. And they're flowering. And it's cooler. So, but they wouldn't grow this summer. It's been out there since summer. They're just not growing. I'm going to try to overwinter that plant as well. Veggie Form, no, Sweet Spot says, it was too hot here. Nothing would grow. I'm surprised they're still alive. Yep. Nothing would grow. Veggie Forum says, I'm trying to get some melons too. No success this year. Yep. I tried pumpkins. Oh my God. The leaves, the flower. When you all saw me take those shorts videos and the videos I took with the bees on the flowers, those were pumpkin flowers. Those things bloomed everywhere. The bees pollinated. They were wonderful. It wasn't long and no fruit ever produced. Not one piece of fruit ever produced. I think it wasn't hot enough. I just think I waited too late. So I'm going to start earlier and see what happens. The growing seasons are definitely bonkers. They were. My greens grew great, but we got the heat was early and many radish and carrots went to seed. Yep, I couldn't get any radishes either, but my radishes look good right now. They look good. At least the leaves look good. The leaves look good. I got lettuce growing, the radishes growing, my beans are growing. Everything's out there growing. So I can't wait to see how that works. I just can't wait. It is just amazing. Let's see. Tasha says, I have some volunteer tomatoes growing. My tomatoes are still growing in bloom. I'm not getting nearly as many as I was getting at first, but they still have flowers are blooming, and I'm getting one every day. I was getting like a handful every day, but now I'm getting just a few. And that's another thing. Next year, I'm going to grow at least 8 tomato plants. I want 4 of them to be determinate and 4 to be indeterminate because I want enough tomatoes to can because I use a lot of tomato sauce in cooking. I like tomatoes to eat, and so I want to be able to can. I want to make tomato paste, and I want to make tomatoes. I mess around trying to make some ketchup. Try to make me some homemade ketchup. Hey. So, because that grows good in the summer for me. So I want 8, because in my red pots, I can get 2 tomato plants each. So that's 4 pots. I'm going to have 4 indeterminate, because I like the indeterminate ones because I like being able to go out there and just get a few and have my salad or whatever I'm going to have. Next day or so, go get a few more, have whatever. I like going out there constantly getting them, but that's not giving me any to can. By the way, of which I have not used my canner yet, but I got my jars. They're sitting over here, and I just got to get something to can. I don't know what to do first. But that's going to be a video. I'm doing a video the first time I can. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to do the video, and I'm going to tell it on the video. I'm not doing this for y'all to learn by. I'm doing this so maybe somebody else can be inspired to try it too, even if they don't know what they're doing. So I'm going to have some notes, and I'm going to be reading my notes. I'm like, okay, I need to do this. I need to wipe the jar. Okay, I need to do this. Yes, I'm going to be brave enough to do it. Yes, you will love it. Get Dixie Red. I've been trying to find Dixie Red. I have not found any Dixie Red yet, but I'm going to keep looking for those, Ann, because those Dixie Reds, those were some beautiful tomatoes. Those were some beautiful tomatoes. I just harvested huge radish from my green stalk. And I see my fennel, celery, and kohlrabi are growing bigger along with carrots. Very excited. Ooh, that is amazing. Cherie, you just have lots of food and beautiful. It's just amazing. See, I can't wait to get to that point. That's just amazing. I love it. You are going to fall in love with candy. I hope so. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Yes, I lost my starts with a cold snap and wind. I ended up starting late because of that. You know what? I have been able to germinate inside and they grow. But I guess I'm doing something wrong with a transplant because every time I take that back. Either they won't germinate inside, or when I take them outside and transplant them, boom, they're dead. But everything I've started from seed so far has germinated. Now a lot of stuff has not made it all the way through because of bugs, this, that, and the other, but it has germinated. Hey, Ola Joe, no worries. Thank you so much for being here. You can catch the replay. Yes. Let's see. Oh, Cherie says, I'm canning right now. Been chopping vegetables. About to go because I got it, folks. Okay, go ahead, folks. We're not gonna be here but a minute longer. Cherie, thank you so much for being here. Pick something easy. You can do it. I'm gonna pick something easy. Yes, I am. Something easy. That's the plan. Heard and understood. Let's see. Oh, I lost the chat. I sure will. I'm organizing my canned goods and dry food. All right, Food by Faith. There you go. There you go. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, LaJoe says, I sure will. Who said heard and understood? Oh, Stinky Puddle said heard and understood, Cherie. Happy Candy. Yes, yes. Awesome, awesome. Yes. How you doing, Food by Faith? Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you. Hope you're doing fantabulous. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome and amazing. Yes. This has been amazing. I'm so glad everybody's feeling the same thing I'm feeling in about that fall garden, and I'm loving that. I'm loving that. Yes. Everybody's feeling the same way about it. And I haven't had too many problems with bugs, period. Now, I have seen some worms out there, and I've been getting them, y'all. Say I'm scared. I've been getting them. Y'all not taking over my stuff, especially my bok choy. That, I think, is, I had said greens was one of my favorite things to grow, but I think bok choy is. I'm going to grow a lot of that next year. A lot more. I don't have any more seeds. I've used up all my bok choy seeds. So I can't do any more planting of it. But if I had some seeds, I sure would. Ann said, container crops, I can milk. It's very easy and turns into condensed milk. Oh, really? You can regular whole milk? And you can regular whole milk? You know, bought the gallon from the store and you canned it? Pressure canned it. Whole milk? You see, I'm surprised. Yes. Let's see. Faith Buffo said, yes, ma'am, I cannot wait to plant those tomato seeds that I received from you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. Faith, Food by Faith, I am loving this fall weather, and you guys have to try cooking those squash blossoms. Oh, that's probably delicious. Yes, regular whole milk. Oh, you didn't do a video because I didn't see it. Did you do a video, Ann? Because I didn't see it. Who did you watch to learn how to do that? Vitamin D, whole milk is great for canning. And you know, I can afford a couple of gallons of milk to try that out. That's amazing. That is so awesome, Ann. No, I know Ann has a candy, but candy milk is easy. Hey, King Leo, how are you? How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. I have free seeds. Okay, you can send me some. You can send me some. Yes, my address is in my About Me page. You can send me some. Yes. No video. I watch Homestead Heart. Check her out. So let me ask you something about the canned milk. You said it turned into, did you say condensed milk? Okay, so let me ask you something about the canned milk. Once it's canned and you're getting ready to, say you're going to use some of your canned milk, what do you use it for? I mean, I know, Jesus Christ. That sounds strange to myself. But I mean, you don't then go back and drink it like you would regular milk. But can you use it for like cereal? Or do you just cook with it? What do you do with it? I can see right now, this canning is going to be fun. No video I'm watching. Ketchup is easy to make. Love no. I can imagine it is. I've never made any, but I would imagine it is. It is tomato based. That's why I want so many tomatoes. I have a lot of stuff I want to do with tomatoes. A lot. Yes. So yeah, I'm curious about that milk. What do you, because it's canned milk and I wouldn't use canned milk, regular canned milk for cereal. I would cook with it. I do use a lot to cook with it. Desserts or pies, or you can use it for cereal, just add a little water. Oh, okay. Now, I know desserts and pies, and I also cook with it sometimes, like if I'm making a cheese sauce or something like that, I may need milk for it. Different dishes that I make, depending if I need some type of cream, or I can use heavy cream, or I can use milk for it. So I have a lot of just regular cooking that I use milk for. Making, like you said, baking, cornbread, stuff like that. Soup, sauces, yep, that kind of stuff I use milk for. Oh my goodness. Y'all might see me canning some milk because I can get that easily. Oh, I'm excited. We still have that on the shelves. Desserts or pies, and you can use it for soups and sauces. Yes, it tastes just like the canned evaporated milk you buy. Okay, that is amazing. I'm gonna be so excited. Oh my God, this is exciting because I like to cook anyway. So this canning thing is exciting to me. Yes, pastries, pie crust, etc. And yes, you can use it for milk for cereal. Just add a little milk. It is basically like store-bought canned milk, just not as much sugar. Wow, it's cheap and so easy. I'm going to have to watch her video, and I think that might be the first one I do. And I'm videoing it. Yes. I have been canning milk for a while. It tastes more like evaporated milk, so I use it like that. Wow, I got to clean out one of my cabinets, one of my closets to use for my canned goods. That's what I need to do. And I know just what I'm going to do. I got 2 closets that basically, you know, like everybody got a junk drawer in the kitchen. You know, most of us, we have a junk drawer in the kitchen. Come on, y'all. I know y'all got y'all junk drawer in the kitchen. I got 2 junk closets. 2. I got 2 junk closets. So I'm going to clear out one. And I'm going to use one I store all my water in, so that part of it's not junk. But the rest of that stuff can go somewhere else. And I'm going to clean out the other junk closet. Because once I clean out the other junk closet, all the stuff in the one junk closet, I can put all that other stuff that's not junk in that closet. And I'll have me some shelves for my canned food. Certain transplants you can't disturb. The roots, peas, cucumbers, watermelon, just plant as is. Oh, okay. I have tried that. I've tried to just take it out of its container and plant it, but then once it gets outside, it's gone. I use pint jars, and 1 gallon makes about 9 jars. I use pint jars, and 1 gallon makes about 9 jars. Okay. I don't know what size containers these are. Oh, I got 2 different ones back here. These are half pint. And I got some pint ones down here too. Yes. Yes. Yes, we do. Now I want to know how to condense milk for my cheesecake. Yes. Yes. Junk drawers, I know, right? I got 3 junk drawers in my kitchen. I just said today, you know what? I'm wasting space. I'm always saying I need more space. I don't need more space. I need to clean up the space I got and use it appropriately. That's what I need to do. Yes. Todd, hey, Brampton. Hello. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Good to see you. Let's see them. That's the half pint. And I got, let's see. They still sitting here in the box. The box is still sitting here. I ain't moved the box. What are these? I got some bigger ones down here too. Pint. I got some bigger ones down here too. These are the half pints. These are the pints. So this size is what you said. They put 9 of these. 9 of these. And then let's see here. One second. Let me see. Then I got these down here. I got these 2. So I ordered a lot of jars. These are the 3 sizes that I ordered. These are the kind I ordered. I know I read a lot about using those or some fancy jars. These was cheap. You know I ain't spend no money on nothing. These were cheap. That's why I got them. Yes. But sometimes I should have got a wide mouth. But I'm like, I'm going to work with this till I use them up. And then I also got these. Can y'all see those? I got these so that when I dehydrate things, I can put this in there so that it can stay dry, nice and dry for my dehydration. So I'm going to be doing a lot. I don't have the food to do it with yet. So let me see what you all says. Let's see. Tasha says, sweet spot. You can probably make condensed milk the same way. Just add your sugar first. Okay. Food by Face says, no, a veggie form. I cannot do junk drawers, closets, nothing. I am here. You know what? I know I'm bad at that. I got to get better at that. I hate those junk drawers, but I have them for sure. Let's see. That is a quart. Okay. Yeah, the big one, right? Yes. Love No said, it's like carnation milk. Okay, wow. It's amazing that you can really can anything you want. It's just so amazing to me. I am this old and don't know this. See, that's what I meant about how much we can share together with each other. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Y'all just don't know, this is amazing. Yes, I make my own chicken stock too. I freeze them in ice cube trays. I don't freeze mine in ice cube trays, but I always make my own chicken stock, beef, chicken, fish. I make my own stock and broth all the time. I probably should put it in ice cube trays, but I don't. But typically, I just put them in same glass jars and make sure I don't tighten it before it turns cold. I let it get cold. I skim off the fat. And then I let it freeze without tightening the tops on it. And I do that because usually when I'm using my chicken broth, I need almost a quart. Rarely do I need a little bit like this in a ice cube tray. Typically when I'm cooking something large. Yes, you can use it for coffee, cheesecake, baking. Wow, that's amazing. Isn't that crazy? I know, Ann, I'm crazy too. I'm crazy. I'll be loving it too, Ann. Yes, we ordered ours on Amazon. I ordered mine on Amazon too. George, so go quickly when you start canning. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure they do. But I didn't want to go overboard, so these are the only jars that I ordered so far. I said I need to do this first, and then I'll just start ordering. But guess what's on my Christmas list? You see, I have 4 grown children, okay? And these 4 grown children always ask me, what do I want for Christmas? So, this year, I'm sending each child an individual list. And guess what's going to be on their individual list? One child shall have half pints. One child shall have pints. Another child shall have quarter. Everybody will have the tops and the lids. And the lids. And I will put a picture so they can't make a mistake. I will probably use more quart than something else. Hey, how are you? How are you, Juan? Welcome in, welcome in. That's what's going on my Christmas list. And I'm going to get each one hey, TLC is cracking up. I'm going to give each one a separate list. And they're going to have their own individual jars on there. Okay? So when they can't get the same one. So they all won't have the same list. So if they get together, they say, well, she said quart. And I'm going to specify in big right, quart. I want this from you. I want this. So prayerfully on Christmas, I'll have a whole lot of jars and tops. My birthday comes up shortly behind that. So what do I want for my birthday? Jars. Yes, tell them exactly what you want. Exactly. With pictures, you can't go wrong. Yes, I watched Homestead Heart. I'm going to go get up my nerve to pressure can one day. I don't think it's going to be that hard to pressure. Well, I use my pressure cooker all the time. So all I got to do is watch that knob and make sure I know what I'm doing as far as cleaning them and tightening them and making sure they got the right amount of water and everything in there. I can do this. I know I could do this. I love that list, Chef. Yes. Oh, Joe says jars. That's right, jars. I'm like, why she want so many jars? Yes. Yeah, those are half pints. Yes, the half pints. Brampton says, I need more kids. Tasha says, that's such a good idea. They hard to find. They ain't that cheap. Now, those weren't what I would call necessarily expensive because I saw some that was really expensive. I'm like, I must have got a sale or something. Yes, you're going to have wonderful Christmases. And I know, right? They'll be like, when I open them, they're going to be like, why she got all these jars? Mm-hmm. Yes. I had a big canning session last weekend. I feel much better now. I know, right? I cannot wait. And I'm learning I can just can almost anything. That's just so amazing to me. It's so amazing. Put it in their Amazon carts. I know, right? Yes. Put Amazon links on each list, LOL. Leave boom to you. That's a good one. The Amazon link to exactly the one I want. Yes. There you go. There you go. That's perfect. Mm-hmm. Leave no room for mistakes. Yes, and if everybody gets me a different size, I should have some jars. Yes, those are quarts. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yes, $11 or about that is the normal price for a case of jars. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. So they be want to know what they mama want. I want some jars. I need to can. Mm-hmm. Yes. I had already had that planned out. Mm-hmm. Yep. And when they say, well, what else you want? Well, whoever gives me the quart say, what else you want? I'm like, half pints. And I'm putting the lids is going on everybody's list. So if they give me the jars and the extra lids, oh, suki, now I won't be set. I won't be too busy. I'll be like, man, what is she doing? I'm canning. My cooking channel might turn into a canning channel. It don't matter except when you pressure canning meat for wide mouth. So why does it matter the wide mouth for the meat? Why does it matter? Because most every video that I've seen when somebody was canning meat, the meat was chopped up or shredded, or it wasn't like whole big pieces of meat. So why does it matter with the meat about the wide mouth? I don't have anywhere to store all those. Me either. Why you think they're sitting on the floor behind my chair? I don't have any. The box, it's a big box back here. You just can't see it because it's just a little bit lower. I don't have nowhere to put all them jars yet. This is right there on the floor till I use it. Yes. Yes. You will be like me soon. I have jars under beds and closets and taking over our extra. Exactly. That's the way I'm going to be. That's why I got to clean out these closets. You know, the empty jars can stay in there until I fill them. And then as I fill them, the empty ones will come out and the filled ones will go in. Then when I fill it up with the filled ones, then I got to have a new plan. Yes. Brampton, under the bed, you can store food. LOL. I know, right? Stinky for container crush. You should always have them get your some vinegar, lemon juice, and labels. Yes. Yes. That's where all the fabric is anyway. I know, right? I caught some jars cheap online, and she said at Walmart. They go out of stock quickly. Wide mouth jars make it easier to get the contents out. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm seeing jars all over the place now. That's good. Juicing with Jay. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. There was another question I was going to ask you all about canning. I just thought of it, and I can't remember what it was. Love Note says, canning your wide mouths are easier to clean. Okay. Well, you know, I figured I could use a baby brush to clean my jars with, because what I was going to do was clean my jars with a baby brush, hot soap and water, then put them in my dishwasher after that, because my dishwasher has a sterilizer on them. So that's my plan for cleaning the jars. Yes, I got your package. It was amazing. Hey, Jay, yes, we have way too many hobbies for living in a townhouse. Ha ha. I know, right? Yes. Now, Tia says, juicing with Jay. Hey, now. There was something I was going to say about the canning. I was going to ask a question. I wish I could remember what that question was. I cannot think of what it was. Stinky Puddle and the rest of the family. Hey, juicing with Jay. You can sterilize in the microwave super easy. Okay. Yes. Andale says, juicing with Jay. I just bought a juicer today thanks to you. Yeah, I got a juicer. Now, that's the one thing that I'm not crazy about. Because for the amount of juice I get so upset when I have to clean that thing. Yikes. So I only bring it out every now and then. But I love the juice. Oh, my God. The juice can be amazing. What about this 1-bedroom apartment over here? You better start using some wall, decorate your wall. The new painting on the walls become mason jars. Yes, I use my blender instead. I use the blender a lot more too. Yes, I use the blender a lot more too. Simply because I don't want to be cleaning that. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, mine isn't big. So yeah, mine is. Mine is big and it takes a lot to clean it. But it's good. That juice can be delicious. Really delicious. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness. Well, I could not think of that, whatever it was I was going to say about canning. And I had just come to me. It was either about canning or storing the cans or something like that. I don't remember what it was. It's not hard to pressure can, water bath can. I don't think it is, and I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of the pressure. I'm not afraid of anything exploding. I think that's half the battle. That doesn't bother me. I'm like, okay, if it explodes, duck. I'm just not scared of that part. Juice and Jason, LOL, it's okay, container cross, juice in bulk and freeze the juice. That's smart. That's smart. That is smart. That's a good one, Jay. See? That's a good one. Yet, all right, Homeless Perspective, we all gonna get ready to get out of here because I've had you all here so long, so long. You should do a juicing collab with Jay. That's amazing. Canned jelly and confits for Christmas gifts. Damn, that would be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. Yes, yes, yes. So guys, thank you all so much. Store your cans in a dark and cool. Now the cool place is going to be hard because in the winter our house is pretty warm. And in the summer, it's kind of cool, but we don't like it too cool. So that's going to be challenging. But the dark won't be a problem because I'm just going to put it in like a linen closet. That's one place I really have for it. I don't know how cool it'll be, though. That's my concern. Store your cans in a dark, cool place. Yeah, that's my concern. I don't know how cool it'll be. You will wonder what all the fuss is about canning. I know, I will. I will. Night Pam, cool place under my bed. Nope, haha, I know, right? I'll figure it out, though. I will figure it out. Once I start canning, trust me, I'll figure it out. Yes, I will. So thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Thank you for my super chatter. Welcome, new members. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Scaredy Cat crew. It'll be fine in the closet. Perfect. I hope so, Ann. Welcome to the Scaredy Cat crew, and I will see you all next time. And remember, anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. And I'll see you on the trail. Good night and be blessed.